Hello, everybody.
It's Justin. Nice and tasty. Okay.
Now we live on Watch Me Work or Watch Me Twerk, whichever you prefer. I'm not biased. And now we're going to inform the people, the good people, about what the fudge I'm doing. Alright, that's one down. And now we're going to go ahead and share it. Hashtag JFox Media. Hashtag duh. Oh yeah, Black Simulator. Hashtag indie devs. And hashtag game devs. Hashtag love. Cause I love the people. And I give it back to you. The people. Shazam. Alright. Now that I've informed the white people and the black people. Because that's all that there is. Just those two. Those are the only minorities that count. We'll go ahead and just jump right into it. So this time around, I'll be acting like a bugaboo. No, this time around, I'm going to begin to finish up making some profile pics for Aaron. So this is the first sleeve of those that I've done. So I'm going to go ahead and open up another one and hop right into that one too. My tracks are my tracks, so I don't get copyright strikes. So it's kind of not go in the background, which is fun because I like the fact that I have my own tracks techniques. Go ahead and do whatever I need to because I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. It's kind of nice. So anyway, going down to blackness here. I need, nope, that's the wrong area. What? The area. Wrong area. Faces. So I need one for geared up Aaron. So we're gonna go ahead and open that one up. Shazam. And then we're going to go here, open up his layers. I'm gonna go Aaron in his hoodie because he's so hoodie. All right. Well, hopefully. Oh, woo. Sorry about that. Hopefully, everyone had a good New Year's. Hopefully, you guys didn't get too skunko. Sounds like a Pokemon. Skunko. Hopefully, everyone had a good time, a good safe time, and relatively safe. All right. Hopefully, if you're a filthy fornicator, you had protection. You were safe and smart about it. All those things. Oh man. I think marriage is gonna come back in style. Because for a while people are kind of like marriage, meh. But now that you see all the the capacity to be, you know what I'm saying, sued and have your name drugged in the mud and all kinds of things because of a illicit touching or something crazy like that, you know, or just the accusations of this type of things. I think might be the best thing to do is go ahead, whoever you're going to touch, that be your wife. That's pretty much it. That won't solve all problems though, because people go outside their marriage. So, but that might be a solution just in terms of, you know, not having a bunch of stuff rallied against you. I could be totally wrong about that. Anyway, because I would love marriage to come back into style. Marriage is dope. Like once you get all the stupid out of each other, you know what I'm saying, begin to actually work as a team, then it becomes cool. Outside of that, it's kind of like, what are we doing? Anyway. Alright. Okay. Six o'clock on the dot, which means that's why it's on post. Woo! It sure does, McKee. It sure does. Doggone it. It's real out here in these streets. What is going on there, Dave? And I was a doo-doo head this time around. I did not meet because I was with Lauren, so I was like, I just want to snuggle with my honey bun. With my honey bun last Friday, so I did. But just want to let you know that was a thing. So sometimes I know you feel making a song. Yep. So people who don't know about David McKee, look at his name is right there on Vic's Dream Core. Look for that on SoundCloud. All the dope things happen on Vic's Dream Core. Legit. So, like if you like video game music, his stuff sounds like super authentic and I love it. So I've been having a blast working with him on a couple of things. He's also like been mentoring me in terms of music and everything because I was good to it when I was using loops more than anything else, but now that I'm kind of beginning to branch off into, you know, making things from like super scratch, including the melodies and things like that, you know, I got a lot to learn with that, so he's been helping me out with that too. So I just appreciate him and appreciate what he does and all those things. There's a super long delay with him today. Like even worse than usual. Not like on his end, my end. Okay, we'll sharpen. That sharpens crap. What the heck? Okay, I see a little bit more now. Nope. That's too much right there. Okay. So now we're going to go and save that. Oh, whoops. Let's not save it like that. There we go. Right now, I am replacing the Aaron graphic with my own stuff so that the artwork can be consistent, because I've had those replacement pictures for a long time, so I'm trying to at least get Aaron out of the way here. And then after that, I'm going to work on some other things. It was made in FL Studio. This is like when I first got FL Studio years ago. Years ago. This thing is old. Like 2006 or something like that. I think that may have been like the only beat that I ever made in FL Studio. I think that might be the only one I ever made. I didn't make anything else after this. Oh, that's funny. We all know this one. Yep, I didn't know anything about, you know, making the sound up or anything like that, you know, so that's why I don't like to use some older stuff that I've had too. Like some older stuff that I have is pretty catchy, but some of that stuff like uses like the full loop, and all it would take was just like a quick, you know, search and be like, you know, hey, that loop comes from this thing, and then nah. So even if I did use a loop, I would like it to be more interesting. I like to like kind of take the loop and chop it up and to do more with it, and almost use a loop like a musical instrument too. So I really enjoyed that process, you know, when I was making things on my little what was I making? Deluxe Music Maker for the PlayStation 2. There's Music Maker 1 and then Music Maker Deluxe. So I was making beats using those, and I still have some of those beats that actually in the release game. So do they really? I bet they do. Which then again, to most people who listen to that, they're not involved in that kind of work. So, you know, like I know that for real, I could probably get away with it, but I don't want to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not with my peers at least. You know, I don't want to get away with anything. I want to actually, you know, make something that's going to be interesting and cool and catchy and all those good things. So not really down with the whole, hey, I got away with it. Let's not do that. All right. Yeah, I bet you do, because you have like every plugin known to man, and probably mess with every single piece of music software that I can possibly imagine. Really? Which then again, though, it's kind of like, you know, you're not like a game developer, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell what this was, what that was. You wouldn't be able to tell any of that kind of stuff, you know. Oh, here comes Tracer. I've known that she has not listened to the things yet, so it's Christmas, so I'll cut her some slack. Everybody's been busy.
Taste of perfection, calling me back to yourself. Humanity imprinted, marked from the very start of universe, time, and space. Formed, designed to make
Yeah, that
manifest
one.
your grace.
The only Tracer that matters.
Calling me back to yourself. Humanity imprinted, marked from the very start of universe, Searching the world for meaning. Well, meaningless, meaningless, and meaningless.
This is pissed off AA Ron.
Monotonously trapped endeavors. Control heart,
I
mind,
know she
and
does.
soul. Keep you complacent, be awakened. Keep you complacent, be awakened.
And I keep dropping the ball on her. It's like
Share the image with
primarily my fault.
by whom you were created.
I don't know why I have that much difficulty getting with her.
Taste of perfection, calling me back to yourself. Humanity imprinted, marked from the very
It's like every time I try to get in contact with her to meet back up with her again, it's like the worst timing. Like every time, it's crazy. But maybe it's just God's timing. I don't know.
designed to make manifest your grace. Trace of perfection, calling me back to yourself. Humanity imprinted, marked from the very start of the universe, time and space. Oh, formed, designed to make manifest your grace. Hello, visionary dreamer, searching the world for meaning.
Let's see. And that was the baby in the background. Baby! Hottest track ever. Because remember, she once said she wanted to do it again because she wasn't going Super Saiyan on that track. Is his head alright? We can. I just need to stop being a doo-doo head and do it. Yeah, that was released, and so is this other one you're about to hear after the 8-hour delay. Like, I'm kind of mad that these songs kind of reveal spoilers, because some of the later songs that I have are actually like stuff that I actually genuinely do like. I want to release them though. I don't know, man. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh crap. There we go. Let's go ahead and duplicate this one because I need to make him no clothes. Hooray! It's the return of the gangster. There we go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line right through there. I'm gonna take that line. I'm not working with my Wacom tablet right now. Not my Wacom tablet, my what do you call that freaking thing? Pen tablet, pen monitor. That's right. So this might look kind of weird. It's gonna be as fast, but I'm trying to unplug all that, do all that right now. Ain't gonna do it. Let's go ahead and increase the size so that I get it done a little bit faster. Okay. Need a little bit of spit shine on there, and then we'll be all good. Make sure we get rid of these weird looking market or shades, shadows. That's right, shadows, like hedgehogs. Which is actually Dave McKee's favorite character, Shadow the Hedgehog. He loves the edgelord that is Shadow the Hedgehog. If you think about that, Shadow the Hedgehog immediately strikes fear and intimidation into your heart. Watch. Shadow the Hedgehog. See that? Because hedgehogs are terrifying anyway, I mean. Don't be ashamed of it, McGee. I mean, like, you know, if you like Shadow the Hedgehog, I'm not going to judge you. Now, everyone else on the internet will, but I'm not going to. And we look at the ratios of how things work, and that should be, you know, the fact that only one person doesn't, you know, then, you know, I mean, what's the harm? 1 out of several million. What's the harm? Oh my gosh. I've been on a trolling extravaganza lately. It's been wonderful. song keeps coming back? Like every week. Oh yeah, so on so hopefully, Miki, did you understand why I was posting what I was posting on on Facebook? At least as much as you can, because so for people who don't know, I've just been trolling like crazy on Facebook recently, which is very uncharacteristic of me, but I've just been enjoying it so much. And I don't know why. I've loved every moment of it. I really have. What does that say about me? Skirt, don't care. All right. Almost, I think. Okay. I don't know why. Like I somewhat feel bad about it, but not really, because there's a part of me. This might be saying too much, but whatever. Since I'm on a roll here, there's a part of me. Right. There's a part of me that finds what a lot of people find offensive or taken too seriously and all that type of stuff, you know. I just like, I don't understand why so many things are so important to where you're going to take time out of your day and your schedule and possibly even your kids to talk about some stuff that, you know, like, is kind of just, at the end of the day, not really, you know, important to you or your family or anything like that. It's I don't understand that, and I guess in a lot of ways I'm making fun of it. It's like making these huge posts and everything, you know, like taking everything personally and everything, you know. I'm just kind of like, don't you have, like, I'm talking about the people who like make like a brick, like a huge like brick, to where they have spent maybe half an hour, you know what I'm saying, are doing this one thing, you know what I'm saying, or even a full hour trying to articulate one thought or whatever it is, or we'll argue back and forth, you know, for that long. I'm like, don't you genuinely have something else better to do? Like, anything else better to do? You're taking that much time, you know, with these things. I'm just kind of like, I don't get it. I don't agree with it. So in some ways, I'm kind of making fun of that, because it's like, I don't know, like my when I look at time, I look at it as being very, very valuable and precious. And when I think about, you know what I'm saying, what the person who is on their giant rant could have accomplished in the time that they made all that, it kind of makes me sad, because I'm kind of like, that half an hour that you spent on the status, on some, not even on some, like, some, and this, you know, if you have fun with it, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing. Like, have fun like, with stuff like that, you know. But if you're like dead serious, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to change the world through Facebook, that kind of stuff, I'm just kind of like, you could have spent that half hour on some personal growth, you know, like on some, you know, like, maybe if you're a Christian, for example, you know what I'm saying, you could have spent that time with God, you know, seeing what you could be doing to help counterbalance the force in a way, you know, or reading a book, reading some life-changing books. So there's plenty out there. There's plenty of people have plenty of lists. I mean, even I have a, you know, have a book reviews on my YouTube channel, you know, just just something, something other than all that. Anything else other than all that. And getting sucked into that vortex is just kind of crazy, you know. I like the way that my one of my mentors handles it. You know, he just kind of drops a line, and bam, there it is. And then someone, you know, was, you know, trying to call him out about that, you know, in terms of I think it was on the Trump status that I posted. Cause I was trolling people saying that most agreeable thing I can think of right now is that Trump is a good president. It's just to troll people, right? And so, you know, some people that I know completely and totally concede to that, you know. So somebody, one of my mentors wrote something about about the taxes and everything, you know, and somebody else was writing about, you know, well, send it to my family who's been poor all this time, you know. And the way that my mentor responded, he's like, you know, hey, I've got mentorship programs, and, you know, we can help your family get out of the hole and all that good stuff, you know. Just PM me, you know. He just wanted to have a conversation, and I find it a lot of times when people extend their conversation out to them, they never answer, they never respond. So like when I would try to debate people online, I know. But like it is rebellion, and like when I would try to debate someone, you know, on theology or whatever, you know, I don't do that anymore because I haven't seen any converts using Facebook. But like I would always say that, look, you know, I'm not going to talk about something this important on Facebook, so I'm going to PM my number to you. Give me a call, because you lose too much context in terms of inflection, in terms of these little subtle nuances that we do in communication. You're losing these parts of communication if I just, you know, Facebook you back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like this is too important to just screw around with something like this. So, but they would never hit me back, which always would show that they're not wanting to engage in a conversation or get help or whatever, you know. They just want to go on Facebook and try to prove that they are the smartest person on the thread or whatever it is. And that was pretty much it, you know. And I get that. I've done that before, you know. It's not anymore. Because I'm trying to, you know, make a game or, you know, read a book or something cool like that, you know. So I just found better things to do with the time that I'm doing that stuff with. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it anymore. But anyway, I have no idea what the great point was, Mickey, because again, like the delay on this is so bad that it could have been like anything. Like, okay, I need butt naked. Yep, there we go. Butt naked Aaron. Oh, he's not butt naked. He's just not fully clothed. He's running around in his drawers. Yeah. if you you always find, I always found their motives to be false because they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. You know, you think I'm going to sit there and talk about the gospel of Jesus Christ, something that important, on some Facebook? Publicly? Get out of here. Or any form of communication, just having, you know, just trying to start a dialogue, you know, is just, people don't want to do it. They want to yell at each other. I'm just not going to do it with them, that's all. Oops. All right. Let's see here. 4-4. Oh, he said he got no clothes on. He looks so pitiful, doesn't he? Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him. Just looks so sad. Okay. Come down here, Pookie. There we go. He looks so unenthused as he's there with no clothes on. All right. Look at that. Look at that one picture. Just happy to be naked. Okay. So now we're going to make sure that the skew is proper. So Dave, what have you been doing as of late? What did you do for New Year's? Did you just sleep? Well, you're pretty social, so you probably didn't just sleep. I bet I do have 8 Facebook notifications. I bet I do. And for people who don't follow me on Facebook, my piece de resistance was posting the infamous meme, which is one of my favorite memes of all time. Griffith did nothing wrong. Oh my gosh, I love that one. It's horrendous. Oh man, it is just the absolute worst. Griffith did nothing wrong. That's for the anime fans. Alright. Yeah. All right. doing it. We're getting it done. Woo! Super excited. Legit. Save? Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and load this mother clunucker up. See what it looks like. Oh, look at that! Just take a look at that. Just look at it. Ah! All of this looks so good. It actually looks coherent and cohesive with the rest of the style of the game. Just look at that. Just look at it. Where's the look at it? Oh, just look at that. Just look at it, guys. Just look. Are you looking? Just look at it. You have to just look at it. Oh my hoiving and my glaving. Unfortunately, I haven't done any other pictures, so I have to do that later on. Oh. Yep, now these two things do not look alike anymore. Ziegler says tingles. Why do you stare at you suspiciously? What do you do? I stare back at him. Cause I'm about that life, boy. That's right, you walk away. Mother clunucker. Is she down with the swirl? I think she is! There we go. There we go. Can't wait to do Kira. She's a cutie. Looking like Storm. Which is actually a reason she looks like Storm. How about that? Okay. So, that seems to be working pretty well. Yeah, so no matter what I'm having, my pictures have been replaced, so that's the wonderful thing about drawing data is that you don't have to change everything every single time. You just draw from that one spot, you change that one spot, the whole rest of the game is changed. It's wonderful. I know that's pretty basic and common, but I like to be appreciative of the basic common things that we think are so basic and common. Anyway. So, that was that. Now what I need to start doing is, well, I need to start going over all these mother clunucking pictures because, oh, not pictures, but these events, because sometimes the popo meter and things like that are not going like they should. So I want that to not be the case. I might used to release a build of this tomorrow, honestly. My Patreon people, meaning you guys, will have had the demo for a while now. So they get early release of everything if you follow me on the Patreons. The Patreons. Yeah, I think that some of these events, like this one, for example, this is supposed to actually subtract from your total. So what ends up happening is that it doesn't seem to really be registering it, even though it's supposed to be registering it. It doesn't seem to be doing its job, basically. So that's where I'm kind of like, maybe I should just let that go. I don't know. So let's just take it over to the grandma. Let's get ignorant. We'll take it over take the bread over to grandma, and we'll see what happens to my meter. Yeah, it's super not cool. The thing's gonna crash on me. Oh, look how sexy Aaron is, or Aaron is. It's the one and only D-O-double-G. You know you're messing with the D-R-E. Oh, wait, that's right. I missed my opportunity to go get ignorant. Whoops. Go to the mall again. Oh, here we go. No. Yes. No. Drive me hip hop and get ignorant. And I'll make sure I get ignorant with this lady right here. Oh, wait. I'll get arrested if I do that. Crap. Oh, whatever. So let it slide. Alright. Now that I'm getting ignorant, let's go to grandma's. Uh-oh. Things. Well, that's like she's looking at you like a square. Alright. So sent the money, yes. Give me that butter and salt, grandmama. Feed it to me. Alright. Okay, no, it went back down. Sometime before. Oh crap! Oh crap! Run your itch, nigga! Nah. Squeeze then, son. Yeah, I got shot. Oh my gosh. I just apologize for everything you just saw. All right. Well, I guess it works. I guess in a couple other spots maybe it doesn't work correctly. I think I may corrected that, and then yeah. So maybe that works pretty well. I think this doesn't work in a couple other spots too. So I think you need to look at the mall and see what the heck's going on over there. That's kind of where I seem to be running into most of my problems. In the mall. Fall to the bathroom stall. You can have it all. I'm gonna stop. Now here's what I wonder. I thought this was okay. I wonder if we'll use experiment. Sure, we'll drag you out. Actually, that works out just fine. We'll add like 2, no 4. I don't know why my computer's chugging right now, though. Good grief. It's like, oh, RPG Maker's too much. You have 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. You better run this freaking game. Hey, where did it go? What? That's odd. What is going on? Well, this thing might be going insane right now. Nope, it's not. That's all 30 frames. What the heck? Sometimes this game does not update. Like if I were to start it here, right? Now go to it. Okay, so now I'm in this area right now. Let's just say I went back upstairs. Yeah, sometimes it just does not update, and I don't know why that is. It is kind of a problem. Might be because I'm black. As long as you go straight for race, everything makes sense, and everything will be better. I don't know why it does this. Does it save it that way? Yep, that should be running right into it right here, but nope. Oh, wait. I was being a silly, goofy goober. Tee-hee. But sometimes it does not update. It's weird. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be moving all the way over there. So maybe there's a problem with this. Well, common events. You've got 5 points for Popo, and you've got 5 points for the Ignite. The Ignite. Let's give 3 points. I don't think it likes it, because when I tried to go to another 3 points to go to above 5, then it started to freak out a little bit. Like if I were to do this and just hit up towards 5, it'd be fine. But some other parts be like, no, we don't go that far. Creepy little thing over there, right? Yep, that's it. So what I want to start doing too is that when the ignorance all the way up, either I want you to have the option to just start slapping people, or the option to like curse everybody out. Like if you talk to anybody, they're getting slapped or getting cursed out. It doesn't matter. And there is a port where you can actually become less ignorant, so I can implement that into the game as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it this time around, guys. So again, David McKee, I had fun with you. We did the things together, and yeah, we need to get back into some time on Friday or whatever. I just need to stop being such a doo-doo head. I don't know why I'm such a doo-doo head with her. Maybe even in general. Questions and confessions of a doo-doo head. So, but check out Varix Dreamcore also on Twitch as well. He's got a Twitch stream. I think it's going actually right now. And eventually we'll be probably joining forces to do that at some point in time too. Because, yay, the things. And for anyone else who is watching too, who watches anything on my channel, on my YouTube channel, there's going to be a lot of major changes. Not with grinding necessarily, but in terms of like the heart of the channel itself. Because I don't think I really had a good reason why. I mean, I had a reason why, but it wasn't what I think it needed to be. And I would like very much for that to change. I'd like it to become popular and have the ability to have somewhat of a platform, you know, to be an influencer in that kind of way. And I think for, you know, Christians on YouTube, you know, especially if they're not like doing a sermon or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then it's kind of hard for them to not be that way, to be an influencer rather. So I don't know what I need to do, but I'm figuring that out, and I'm praying about it, and I'm looking at different systems to kind of plug into in order to figure those things out. So, but there will come a day this year when the channel will be looking completely different, and it'll be kind of cool. So, or I might just move it to another channel, start from scratch, and let that be that. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind about that at all yet. But I'm praying about it. But anyway, I'm gonna smoke with you guys later. Thank you so much, David McKee, for joining on stream as you usually do. Appreciate you. Love you. Mean it. And if you can find out some more information about me in the links in the description below. God bless. Take care, and bye-bye.